What's up everyone, I'm here at Lake Hemet. This is my first time fishing here, and you know, they made some changes to 2025 if you guys haven't heard, but there's now a $10 fishing fee, and you can also have waders and go in the water, and there's also float tubes now, so that'll be $20. So I think total will be about $55 if you want to launch that. So yeah, I mean, this is my first time, like I said, and I can tell that the water levels are very low. Just taking a look. So I'm really glad I brought my waders, so I'll be in the water, freezing and whatnot. And yeah, you know, it is pretty windy, so we'll see what I use. I'm planning to use a jig at first, and if things get way out of hand, I'll probably toss a lure out, maybe drop shot. We'll see. So yeah, let's see how we do. So Lake Hemet. Wow, the views are absolutely breathtaking. My goodness. Despite it being cold and windy, I don't care, you know, the views make up for it, for sure. So I'm here, because I heard that they stocked 4,000 pounds of Mount Lassen trout, and there's supposedly some lightning trout as well. So I'm trying to see if there's any out here. Alright, so my plan of action is just to basically walk around, you know, cast a few spots, and then keep moving on. Water is not that clear, you know, that kind of makes sense because it's so windy. It's just pushing all the dirt and kicking it up, and so it's pretty muddy from that. So the wind's blowing this way, kind of northwest. So I definitely want to be casting in this direction so that way I don't get backlash. And that way my jig can actually go a little further versus casting against the wind. Alright, Dan's on his first one, Chris already got one, and I have nothing so far. Things are not looking too good. Okay, why does it look so small from here?
It is small.
I would probably want a small fish too, since I haven't caught any. So I'll take a small fish. Here I am messing, trying to set up a bait rod. And now they're biting. So the reason why I'm setting up a bait rod is because there are some guys that have at least 3 each, and they're using bait, and I haven't caught any, so I'm just gonna toss out a bait rod, see if we get anything, and also jig at the same time. I got a 1/4 ounce sinker on, split shot, a really long leader. I don't know why I did a long leader. And then Chartreuse powerbait. So let's get this casted out. Alright, that looks like a pretty good spot. For some reason, I feel like I'm gonna get one on a powerbait before I get one on a jig. I hope not. Quick little update. Still haven't caught anything. I think I got one more bite. That was about it. Haven't gotten any hits on my bait rod, which is kind of surprising. Dan has 5. I think Chris has 3. So they're doing really well. I don't know what's happening. I gotta get on some fish. Alrighty. Got my bait rod set up. Let's head out into the water. Ooh, I have a bite. Yo, it took all day for me to catch one. Oh my goodness. And it was on bait. Bait is so reliable, I'm telling y'all. Let's go! Yo, so alright, so I caught one. And guess who instantly comes over? This guy right here, Chris. And he casts out his bait rod. And he hooks on immediately. Chris, bring that fish over to mine. It's placed out right next to my fish.
They're like literally the same size.
Wow.
It may be smaller, but it's prettier.
Chris's second fish at my spot, and it's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at this.
Shouldn't have laughed at you earlier. Shouldn't have laughed at him. I had to switch off of a jig because they are just not having it. And Chris literally just switched to a spoon and he caught one. And Dan's been getting short striked on his rooster tail, so I'm gonna try a kastmaster. And I'm hoping that that is what they want as well. The feeling when you're the only one that doesn't catch. It's not so great. I'm not even getting anything. Oh!
They're like stopping to retreat, and then as I like lean in, I get...
Lures away!
Yo, I just got nipped.
Hey! Double up! Let's go! Alright, Dan.
Let's see. Oh, I was gonna release that one anyways.
Oh! Yo, that one bit hella close. Hell yeah. I'm on my 4th fish. I just caught one on a lure and I noticed that my float on my bait rod had gone up. And so here I am with my 4th fish. Things were looking real rough too, and now it's looking a lot better. It's pretty good size. Guess I can compare the size with the one I just caught on the lure. Yeah, pretty good. This one's on the lure, kastmaster. This one's on powerbait. Caught 4, released 1. Got 3 on the stringer. I think I'm gonna toss out my bait rod again and see if I can get another fish. Hopefully it's big. We'll see. Let's go fish on. Finally, a fish that bit way out there. All mine were so close. I'm getting a good fight now. Heck yeah. Let's go! Hey, you got a jumper!
That's a good one.
Oh yeah!
I don't know this is TV, but damn, what a fight!
What a fight!
How come your float's not on your rod?
It's not, it's in the ground.
Yeah, how come?
Because when the wind's blowing it, it pulls it up. It's so windy and my float is so light that I just dug it into the ground like this. So it can't be the wind if I see my float go up. I know it'll be a fish. Unless the wind's that strong, I guess.
No, your float's not even on your rod.
It's not?
No.
Are you sure?
The float's like on the right side between our rods.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I will go investigate. I dug my float into the ground right here, you guys, and Chris told me that he saw my float, well, all the way over here, and so I took a look at my rod and it's not bending, but there is, well, it seems to be a fish on it. We'll find out.
Is there a fish on there?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, look at.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck?
Oh wait, it popped.
No!
Oh wait. Thanks, Chris. I didn't believe you.
What a day.
I know. Alright, I'm done. Alright, so finishing up at Lake Hemet, you know, this was my first time. And it honestly started out really rough for me. I didn't catch anything. I think Dan had like 5. Chris had 2 by the time I caught 1. Yeah, I started off with jigs and I couldn't get a single bite. And Dan was killing it. Dan, what were you using?
Rooster tail. This little beauty right here with the red bite on did magic.
Nice. Alright, Chris, what's your setup? What were you using today?
Alright, I was using a golden Chartreuse Diawa Crusader spoon. It's about a 2.5 gram. Throwing it on my custom Diawa Alphas Air TW. And of course a Megabass P5 Destroyer rod.
Okay, nice.
Caught 11 today. The bite was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Kind of
they
grind,
did really
though.
well.
Still a grind.
That explanation though. Just rooster tail and full on gear.
Yeah.
Full on gear.
Yeah, Chris knows his stuff. For me, you know, I was using a kastmaster. It was like a Chartreuse in silver. I would want to say out of the 3 lures today, it did the worst. And I think the best was probably the rooster tail that Dan was using.
Yeah, I think I got around 10, 11 fish today, but 3 popped off.
Yeah, but I ended up catching 6, released 1 that was really small, and I'm happy with that. So thanks for watching. If you guys like what you see, please like and subscribe. See you guys next time. And of course, Chris's, you know, lure would be a single hook, of course. So Not a big surprise there.
Doesn't matter, I caught the most fish today.
That is true.